Whatever you help millennials with or Gen Z, they'll forget all about that. They don't care anything about that. They have no history or knowledge. They have no integrity, and we all raise these kids. It's our fault. I'm Corey Gilkey. You at Leaders 1354 right now in Chicago, the great city of Chicago. This was just voted one of the second best beautiful city in the world. Yeah. We don't look at what's going on and how things change. We just know what we have to do because for us and our skin color and what we have to do is that we have to work 1,000 times harder than anybody else in any other culture to get off what we have to get off. So we depend on ourselves for our merchandise and for our branding to get that off. So we just open the door every day. We came in every day. We focused more online when things got hectic, when you couldn't come in the store. We focused online. That's what the good thing of having an online store and having a brick and mortar. You can utilize both at the same time or as separates when things like this happen. So we knew that. But we had a website since 2002. So we was on the web trend years before everybody was getting on the web, just for the presence to show people who we are and let people know that we're global citizens and for people to see what we do in Chicago also. And that's what the web was for. But we don't listen to look at what people change to do. We'll adapt to that. You can adapt to anything in life.
So you've always been a traveler, or like we like to say, a Globetrotter, right? I know we linked up in Asia when you pulled up to Bali. So from Asia, your frequent African trips, what impact do these trips have on you and your team, your operation when you're back in Chicago?
Well, I think that's a separate, because the team in my store, my team, we brothers, we sisters. Like me traveling, I can just give them ideas and everything, but if you don't allow them to travel and do the same thing, then they will never understand what you're doing. So our GM is in Puerto Rico right now. So he can come back and tell us what he saw and everything, and we collaborate on what he saw and how we use it to grow. My international travel has always been business. When I came to Bali, it was a vacation. That was one of my few vacations. Hawaii, Bali. I think we did Egypt. It's not business done there or something like that, but everywhere else has been business. We want a brand. We want to help Africa with blanks. When I go buy t-shirts in Africa, they shrink, they damage, they tear. So how do they compete with Europe, Asia, and America? And Africa has the most creative people from what they have usage to, their relationships and what they can get things from, to be creatives. So we want to offer them one thing that can help them ship something back and sell it to somebody to keep spending money with them. So that's what the idea of what we do in Africa is, to sell blanks. Yeah.
Sell blanks.
Blank t-shirts that won't shrink on you, won't tear. Like I have on a t-shirt right now that tears on me. Look at it right there. So it tears. But I like this brand. I supported them, but this t-shirt tears on me. And I knew I would have a hectic day. It was raining all day. So I get my uses out of a t-shirt. But if I went to Africa, if I've been waiting my whole life to go to Africa to buy something, to bring it back to a friend or myself, and I could only wear it one time or two times, they won't go back and buy that again.
I hear you. That's crazy. So there's always been a community approach associated with leaders from the beginning, right? The lead never follow phrase has always resonated strongly worldwide. Can you tell me how that phrase and now name shaped the actual brand?
Well, we didn't think it would shape other leaders, right? We wanted to sell clothes, but we wanted somebody to come in and look at something, and the design, it inspired them to put that t-shirt on. That's what a leader is. They don't have to see Kim Kardashian or Kanye with something on and say, hey, I need that. They kind of know they can come in and find something that resonates with them in their wardrobe. That's the whole aspect of leaders came up for and to be. It's just that individualistic person who had his own ideas and his own confidence to do whatever they wanted to do. And we wanted to attract that customer. Because back in the days, it was all about name brands. So you just put name brands on everything. If you were Nietzsche, you were academics, that's what you put on. You represented the brand. It really never really represented you, you know. But a t-shirt and streetwear was graphic art. That's when streetwear came in, because it was graphic art. Like these art designers and illustrators, they would design something and be like, man, that's dope. And when you walk down the street, only a few could understand that t-shirt which you had on meant something to them and not only the person wearing. That's what streetwear was. You like the same t-shirts, the same sneakers, the same girls, the same music. It was that 5%. Well, streetwear is gone now. Commercial, high-end commercial, Gucci, Louis, everybody's stealing everything right now because streetwear is now a trend, you know. But before that, it was a certain clientele or customer that knew what they wanted. And it's still there a little bit, but now they go get it at Louis Vuitton.
That's definitely interesting. Now, talking about streetwear, I know a lot of people have come through and graduated from the school of leaders, if you will, right? You recently had the collab with the iconic Wu-Tang Clan. Can you tell me a little bit about how that came about, or that relationship, if there is one?
It's Diego's relationship with power, you know. And they reached out to a couple of friends of us about, hey, how can we do this? Where should we do it? And they were like, hey, you can only do it with leaders. Leaders has that customer. Leaders has that energy. Everybody else is fake here. So do it at the right place and get it done. And it happened that easy, like just like that. And we pulled it off. It was pretty cool. But, you know, that's what it is. Like, if you look at the Wu-Tang and you look at us, we're an older group of gentlemen. We've forefathers in fashion or sneaker culture or streetwear culture. That's what it's always been. But the youth has come up after us. They don't mess with us no more, really. We had this conversation, right? They're going to the next. They're going to whatever they feel is going to get them to the next. Whatever you help millennials with or Gen Z, they'll forget all about that. They don't care anything about that. They have no history or knowledge. They have no integrity, you know. And we all raised these kids. It's our fault. And that's why I took it at. That's why we're spaced that people that don't know who Tribe is. We've had kids come in who never heard a Tribe Called Quest. So we had to play it for them. And we have to break down the history. Where are those stores at in America or in the world? There are very few. They can do that. To have you go back and put your headphones on and then listen to what sparked everything was going on around you. Fashion, art, music, entertainment.
You're wearing
well, from food, from fat, from art, from music, from entertainment to graphic design to fashion. Just looking now, everybody's going back to 90s. But we ain't shit. We are nothing. You don't listen to us, but y'all doing what we did 30 years ago. It's interesting. Yeah.
So I get the sense that you definitely march to your own beat and kind of plow forward, right? I know outside of leaders, you're involved in some other endeavors. Do you mind sharing what these other ventures are?
Yeah, we have our restaurant, Freestyle Shy. That's with 2 I's, Friistyle, Shy. We do pomfret. We do a loaded pomfret. So when I travels to Belgium and Amsterdam, they just have little small shops and they give you just regular fry. You got 20 sauces. A friend of mine was like, hey man, this is the Midwest. You got to put protein on top. There's meat and potatoes here. That's my chef, one of my chefs, Chef Chuck G. He light skinned, he ugly. He can't come on camera. But we put protein on top of fries, salmon, lobster, lamb. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, our shipping container community called Boxville. Then we have Leaders of the World, which is the blank t-shirt brand. Then we have Policy Kings, which we're developers. We're buying older, dilapidated properties and fixing them up, hopefully, around the world, though, not just Chicago. We want to do this around the world. We want to have beach houses like you and everywhere else around the world. We can get on a flight when it's -10 from January to March right here. We can go somewhere for 3 months, still make money and do what we got to do and live our lives while we're in the third quarter of our life, you know. So, and if friends want to go out there and have a place to stay, they can stay at our place, what the Verbos are doing right now. So we're really working on that right now. So we're really busy, but it's a lifestyle, what we want to do, and we only invite a certain few within that lifestyle.
Pretty amazing. Now, before I let you go, obviously there's an art, to the staying power that you've had with leaders, right? What can you share from your own experience? Like, what does this really take to get this done, to build a brand, to have this longevity you've had?
We don't know what to tell people. It's a whole different youth demographic who will not listen. They're going to go to YouTube and find out this information. They're going to only listen to somebody that they feel is hella successful, that has $100 million or make it seem like they have $100 million. They're not attracted to somebody that they can just meet and shake their hand. I can't tell them what they need to do. And we were the first to do it. We had stores, we were black owned. We had stores before blacks was having stores. And having brands and being vertical. Like, not only do you have a store, you make your own brand out the store. It was nobody like us. Now it's everybody being like us, and they will tell you that they had somebody else inspire them. All right. So I don't know what to tell them with that. I just say, like from the earlier answer, is to keep your doors open and keep working. My legacy is I just want to be on the beach. I will everybody forget about me. I can't stand people. I just want the people that I know, like you and my friends, the real people that know me, to come visit me where I'm at. Like, my legacy is leaving things to my children. It's not what people think of me, really. I don't really care about that, or how people feel about me, anything. It's about my true friends and my true family, my true village saying these things. Not nobody who really know me. Because, this friendship word talked all out of place. People are not real friends. I've seen people that we've raised turn against me for somebody that's famous, so they thought that they were going to get in with somebody famous. But somebody that's famous is going to shit on you just like they shitted on me. And that's it. Hey, my name is Corey Gilkey. This is Globetrotter. You're in Chicago, Illinois right now at Leaders 1354. Holla.